Hi, independent 7th graders. This is Mrs. Hinckley here with Mrs. Douglas, and today we're going to talk about direct proportion and how you can tell if a relationship is a direct proportion looking at a table, an equation, and a graph. And if we can we find the constant of proportionality? Looking at the table, what we're looking at here, as the table has x's across the top and y's across the bottom, we're looking at each pair of values for x and y. And we're going to be comparing the y to the x, that ratio, every time. And if those ratios match all the way across, then we have a direct proportion. So when we compare the ratio of 2 to 1, that simplifies down to the whole number of 2. The next entry in the table is 4 to 2. That also reduces down to the whole number of 2. So right now they match, so we're good to go. The last entry in the table is 6 to 3, 6 to 3. That also simplifies down to 2. Since all of those ratios simplify down to the same value, it is a direct proportion, a proportional relationship. And the constant of proportionality is what it reduced down to every single time. So our constant of proportionality is 2. One more quick example, just so you can make sure you understand what's going on. On this one, if we look at y to x, we have 8 to 1. That simplifies down to 8. The next one is 16 to 2, and that one simplifies down to 8. The last one is 24 to 3, and that also simplifies down to 8. So is y proportional to x? The answer is yes. They all reduce down to the same value, and that constant of proportionality that they reduced down to was 8. Let's quickly look at our next example. And on our next example, this is looking at a graph that's already been, the data's already been graphed for us. And so the first thing it says to us, it wants us to find the constant of proportionality. What is the number of air conditioners Jack services per hour? So here are the hours. Per hour means we're looking at this 1 hour right here. And when you come up to where that touches the line right here and go over to the y-axis, well, there's not a number there, but 0 is down here at the bottom and 4 is right up here above it. So that means 2 should be right there. So our constant of proportionality should be 2. And so that would mean that it is 2 air conditioners each hour, which is what the next question is also asking. The constant of proportionality is 2. So we service 2 air conditioners per hour. It says write a direct proportion equation. The direct proportion equation has to be in the format of y equals kx. Y equals kx. This k is our constant of proportionality. So we would write y equals 2x. This right here is k. It then says explain what the point 3, 6 means. The 3, 6, let me change colors here for you. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I do. There it goes. 3, 6 would be going over to the 3 and up to the 6, this point right here. So 3 represents hours. So it would be 3 hours and 6 air conditioners. So we put the 6 here with the air conditioners. It then says find the number of air conditioners serviced in 6 hours. So 6 hours would be over here. Here's the 6, come up here on the graph to where it hits, and then check to see where that's at, and that would be 12. So there were 12 air conditioners serviced in 6 hours. How long does it take him to service 8 air conditioners? Well, if he was able to do 2 air conditioners in 1 hour, 8 air conditioners took him 4 hours. Real quickly, we know that this is a direct proportion because of these 3 things. It is a straight line. The graph is a straight line. The graph hits 0, 0. That means that it hits the origin, this corner right down here. And the graph is increasing. Those 3 things have to be true for this graph to be a direct proportion. So all of these things together show us that this relationship between air conditioners and hours is a direct proportion. That was a lot of information. You got a few to try on your own. Good luck and work hard. Now I can't find where to stop it. And here are your bloopers for the day. Have a good one.